Well, good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I just got back from a Carnival cruise, so I'm going to give you my concerted opinion about the Carnival Cruise Line. I had a fabulous time. I have nothing to complain about. Carnival has a web page, and they also have customer service 1-800-764-7419. When you call the customer service telephone number, you need to have your booking number so they will look up your cruise and then they can answer your questions. I booked my cruise through my timeshare. I was given credit for my week that I was using for 2023. And then there were some incidental fees that were added to it. Another a YouTube site I would recommend if you're considering a cruise is Life with Us TV with Stanley and his wife. Most of the advice that they give out is actually pretty good, and I agree with probably most of it. She says that you should fly in the day before. I concur with that I concur with it. I did it the same day, but I had to time it just so. Delta changed my flight and I had to call back and have my flight changed because you can't fly out at 6 p.m. and expect to make the boat. I had to move it back to like 7 o'clock in the morning so I would be in Tampa at the appropriate time. So it gets kind of tricky. And Lynette also says don't fly out at the end of your cruise before noon. I agree with that. You've got thousands of people that are trying to disembark on the last day of the cruise. So they have to, they give you two options to disembark. One is self-express, where you handle your own luggage and you get off the boat by letter. Or you could check your bags and then you are given a number and they call out certain numbers and the numbers get to disembark. I picked the number 14. It was somewhere in the middle and I was in the bus probably by 10:30 in the morning. But that still wouldn't have given me time to make a morning flight out of Tampa. So you have to consider the timing of your flight down to wherever you're going, Miami or wherever. And then you have to consider the timing of your flight back to your home destination. It can get a little tricky. Lynette and Stanley also talk about dress and what to wear. I probably underpacked because I didn't really realize that dinner every night was going to be formal. It isn't, formal tuxedo, but you're not allowed to wear camo, cut-off jeans, or flip-flops to the dining room. So you should have something presentable, something you like, a nice dress with heels or a nice pair of pants. It's not black tie, no. But it's not junk clothes either. They don't like bathing suits even in the buffet area. You have to have at least your cover up on. So you might want to invest in a cover up that covers you up. Not a cover up that has holes in it. Peekaboo, you get to see me, I see you. That's not what they want. So a decent cover up is recommended. A lot of cover ups are, see-through. They've got the holes cut out, or it's made of a mesh material, and they don't want that. Yeah, on the Lido deck, there is a buffet that's pretty much all day. It's a little more relaxed in there. You go in there and you pick out the food that you want. Whether you want an omelet made, or you're willing to go through the line buffet and get what they prepared, or you can pick out cereal. It's all there. Coffee. Your coffee's there. There's water, ice. It's all there for you. Ice cream cones, all of it. The pleasant surprise about going on a cruise was the food. I had been on a previous cruise in 1985, but that was 38 years ago. So some of this stuff I have forgotten, and the food was over the top. I got to try mussels, which I wouldn't eat here in Lansing, Michigan, or what else? There was oysters. I got to try those. Dinner was an appetizer, the main course, and a dessert. And you got to pick from the menu every night. So you should go into the dining room looking presentable. No workout wear, no camo, no exercise wear. You should be dressed. Carnival, from my opinion, has excellent customer service. There is a shuttle from the airport that will take you from the airport to the port. It's like $43 both ways. But to me, it was worth it because it was one less hassle of trying to get a Uber or a taxi. The customer service people are there at the airport with signs. They've got their uniforms on, which is usually the white shirt and the blue pants, with the Carnival name tags. And they are very helpful, and they're willing to point out where you need to go and where you need to be. But this bus took us from the airport to the port, and to me it was worth the $43. Lynette and Stanley also go into the drink packages, and I have to concur with her too on that. Unless you're a serious drinker, the drink package really isn't worth it. I'm trying to think what else I could recommend. The excursions are extra. They are on the website before you leave. And then also there is a excursion desk. There's guest services desk, which helps you with lost items or any other customer service question that you might have while you're on the ship. Then there, across the way, is the excursion desk, which is a separate desk, and they can help you book an excursion. My understanding of it is that if you book an excursion before you leave for your cruise, it's somewhat cheaper. So you need to consider that and count the cost. The boat is like a mini city. It's like a mini Las Vegas. You've got nightclubs that you can go to. You've got shows that you can go to. Trivia games. On Lido deck, they did some John Travolta, which I participated in since I'm a regular line dancer. You have to look at the schedule, which is downloaded onto your phone, and pick what you want to do or what you don't want to do. They recommend you have a passport. Nobody stamped my passport, but I did have it on my person, and they did look at it. No drugs, weapons, tasers, and marijuana are allowed on the ship. There's designated smoking areas, and if you smoke outside of the designated smoking areas, they will fine you $500. You have to look at your Carnival Hub app once you download it and see what activities you want to participate in, whether it's exercising or you just want to hang out by the pool. There is a spa there, but I thought the spa was very pricey. I thought the services were a little high. There's a exercise room past the spa. Has the normal setup of weights and the machines, if that's what you want to do. There's massages, but you're going to pay for the massages. You're going to pay for a blowout. You're going to pay, I just thought it was pricey. There is a medical center at the very bottom of the ship, and it's available if you need it. Jewelry, gold, cigarettes, and alcohol is available for purchase once you step off the ship and you go on an excursion. Like when we stopped in Grand Cayman, some people ended up just going shopping. And I guess the shopping was, a lot of it was alcohol, cigarettes, and high-end jewelry. It is also recommended that you bring cash for these transactions because it's hard to dispute a transaction in a foreign country. That was my understanding of that. I did one excursion. I went to Carnival Paradise. It was an hour ride on the boat just to get there. We were on the island probably about 3 hours, which included lunch. There was a swimming area where you could just go swimming, which did remind me of Bemidji, Minnesota, when we used to go to Nymore Beach as children. It was all roped off, and there was no safety concerns at all.